Welcome all to SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Edupedia. Myself, Assistant Professor Yogesh Patil from the Department of Science, IT and CS. Friends, today we are going to discuss the topic for F5 BSc Computer Science Semester 1 for the subject or a course Linux Operating System. And the topic is becoming an Ubuntu power user while using Ubuntu. So friends, in this session we are going to discuss administrative system and user settings in Ubuntu, as well as we will learn some Unity keyboards or utility keyboards or shortcuts which we have or which we can use while using an Linux. So friends, basically what is mean by or what is how we can become a power user. For that we need to understand what is a power user. Power user is nothing but a user who is comfortable in for using any particular system, whether it is a Linux or any other operating system. If the user is comfortable in using that particular system, then we can say that user is a power user, because the power user knows the shortcut as well as some administrative settings for that particular operating system. So let's see how we are going to do some administrative as well as user setting in Ubuntu. So to begin with a setting, we have to go to the setting application or a setting utility tool in a Ubuntu. For that you can click on the searching tool, and there you have to write settings as it has been shown in figure or image. We just type setting, so it has been shown that the button with the onboard setting, system setting, so and NVIDIA X server setting, that is a setting for the motherboard. So we are clicking on a system setting. After that what we get, we are getting a window of system setting. In that you can see there is a personal setting, or that personal setting is for user. Then we have a hardware setting. In that you can set up a hardware like or any other peripheral devices which we are attaching to the computer. Then we have some basic tools which is directly related to the system. That is, we can see the details of the system, or we can directly do some operations or settings of a particular system or operating. Then we can also manage the user accounts, and many more things we can do. It is just like a control panel of Windows. So for doing the setting, when we click on a setting button in setting tab, what we have, let's see how to manage the users. If we double click on users, we can manage the user. As you can see on a screen that user is displayed in the left hand side, and there and its detail has been displayed on the right hand side. There you can see the username, its type, that account type is in this example it is an administrative account, then the language which we have selected, and then the password. So password basically it is hidden for the user. Then if we want to do basic setting, so we can click on that particular menu, or we can click on that particular tool and we can change that particular setting. Then we have some privacy settings. In that, when you click on the privacy, then it will open a privacy wizard. There you can set the basic details, like you can delete the history, or you can see which file has been viewed, or what are the current or recent file you have viewed, what are the recent application we have opened, and it has a complete diagnosis of the Linux. So that you can see with the help of this privacy tool. Along with that, we have one more setting like Ubuntu one. So we can create a new account in Ubuntu one. For that you have to click on Ubuntu one. All this setting, let me get it back. As you can see, all these settings are available in system setting. As you can see here, in the Ubuntu one is available. As well as for user, what we have user accounts. If I want to do the hardware setting for my Bluetooth, there is a Bluetooth button is given. If I want to do some administrative or for desktop setting, if I want to change the theme and appearance of the system, for that the setting shortcuts are available in this. So for Ubuntu one, we can click on Ubuntu one, and here we can set the new users. Then Ubuntu one, for example, for this user, it is showing that how many memory space has been used, whether the file has been synchronized or not, whether it is connected to the network or not, and what are the personal or what are the folders it contains. So basically, it contains all the information about the folder, devices, and other setting and account information of that particular user. And if I want to add a different folder to this computer system, we can directly add it by using that add a folder from this computer button. So the folder which is already available on this computer system, that will be added for this user by default. Then if we want to change a default application, it is very easy. We just make sure that we need to install the application which we want to use it. So for that, for example, here we have already set up or already selected Google Chrome. So this Google Chrome is basically whenever we try to open any web application or any website, the Google Chrome is open by defaultly. If I want to open a mail server, then the Google Chrome is set it, or it has been set up for as a default application. As well as if I want to open a calendar, or if I want to open a music file, or if I want to open a file which is a media file like video and any other, if I want to open a photographs, for that the required application or necessary application is already I have selected as a default. So whenever I click on that particular file, that particular application will be open. For example, if I click on any file which is which contains some video, when after double clicking or after clicking on opening tab, it will open that particular file in a movie player. Then let's see what are the basic shortcuts which convert the normal user to the power user. So there are few shortcuts. As you can see, to launch, we have, or as a launcher software, what we have a super key. In Windows we can use normal Windows key, but for Apple user on keyboard they have a command or a super key that we can use while using Ubuntu. So super key, when we keep it on a long press, it opens and launcher, and it also displays some shortcuts. If I am using super key along with the tab, then it will switch in between application, from one application to another application, or from launcher to application, it will directly switch. Then super key along with the numbers, for example 1, 2, 3, 4, then by clicking on a launcher icon, okay, it will instead of clicking on a launcher icon, we can use this shortcut. Then we have a super plus shift button, and we have to click on any number like 1 to 9. It will open a new window in a same application. And as you know, for opening a trash, what we need to do, we need to click on the trash button, but the shortcut is super key plus T. It will automatically open the trash application or a touch beam. So these are the launcher shortcuts. There are many more shortcuts, but we have covered few shortcuts over here. Then similarly, we have few dash shortcuts, like if we are quick tapping on a super key, then it will open a dash home. Instead of that, if I press a long, then what it opening? It opening a launcher. But if I just clicking on it, it will open a dash home. Then super key along with the A, F, M, it will open an application lens or a file lens or a music lens for us respectively. Then if we are using control plus tab, it will switch between these lenses. These lenses are nothing but the application window which we are opening. Then the cursor key, for that we can move the focus on it, and enter or a return key, it will focus on that particular icon. Then if we are using if we need a switching shortcuts, for that, as we have discussed, we have to use the combination of Alt and Tab. It will switch in between one application to another application. If we keep a long press of Alt key, it will switch between Windows current application to the Windows. And then if we use a left and right cursor, it will move in between the list which has been displayed over the screen. Then for managing the Windows, we have few shortcuts, like if I press a Windows key along with the W, or command or a super key along with the W, then it will spread all the windows to the current workspace. Along with, we have few key shortcuts like super plus D or super plus cursor up, cursor down. This will be used to minimize all the windows, or this will be minimize the current window, or it will be used to restore or minimize the current window. All these are the different shortcuts which has been used for a Windows application. Along with that, we have few shortcuts to close, to open, or to move window from one side to another side. For that, Alt F4 is used for closing and windows. Alt, Control and none key is used to correspond the position to place the window on a corresponding position on a screen, as well as if we are using Alt plus left key, if we are dragging the left key, it will move the window towards the cursor. Then if we are using middle mouse dragging application, then it will resize the window. Then we have a control plus numpad 7, it will place a window on the top left corner. If you are using control, alt and numpad, it will place the window in a half of a screen. Along with that, if I am using control plus alt plus 9, then it will place a window on top right corner. So these keys are used to place a window on a desktop. Along with that, we have numpad, num5, num6, num1, num2, num3 and num0. All these are using to place a window or minimize a window, or place a window in between the half corner, or minimize the window, maximize the window. For that purpose, we are using such kind of combinations. The combinations are always like Control, Alt and any number key. So different number keypad is used for a different operation on the window. So that's all for the day. Thank you very much.